Have you ever walked into your bedroom and completely forgotten what you were supposed to do? Or perhaps you've had that feeling where your brain is moving in slow motion, making it hard to focus or remember simple things. Your mind doesn't feel as sharp as it used to. It's covered in a thick fog, the kind that rolls over mountaintops late at night. These moments of confusion and sluggish thinking can be frustrating. But here's the good news. Brain fog isn't a permanent part of getting older. It's often a sign that something in your lifestyle needs attention. Today, we'll explore 9 science-backed causes behind that mental fog and share how to fix each one. So, if you're ready to feel like your sharp, vibrant self again, stick around. You won't want to miss these tips. One of the biggest contributors to brain fog is poor sleep. Sleep is essential for cognitive restoration and memory consolidation. Without adequate sleep, your brain struggles to repair and rejuvenate itself, leading to sluggish thinking, forgetfulness, and lack of focus. Research shows that adults need 7 hours of quality sleep each night for optimal brain function. Poor sleep can result from poor habits, such as inconsistent sleep times or too much screen time before bed. A solid sleep routine can improve the quality of your sleep and help you feel more energized and mentally sharp during the day. Think of it like your phone. When your battery's at 10%, it's sluggish and forgetful, just like when you haven't had enough sleep. And we all know how much we love that 100% charge, right? Take Mark, a 55-year-old baseball coach. Mark noticed that his brain fog had started affecting his work. He found himself frequently forgetting the names of the players he coached, even though he had been working with them for years. At first, he thought it was just part of getting older. But then he realized that his sleep habits might be the issue. Mark would often stay up late watching TV or checking his phone. Yes, even while watching TV. Multitasking to the max. And he rarely stuck to a consistent bedtime. It got so bad that during a practice, he accidentally called one of his players by the name of his dog, Milo, instead of Michael. After doing some research, Mark learned about the importance of sleep for brain health. So he decided to make a change. He set a regular bedtime and made a point of avoiding screens an hour before sleep. Within a few weeks, Mark noticed significant improvement. His memory sharpened. He no longer forgot the names of his players. Thank goodness for Michael. And he felt more energized throughout the day. By improving his sleep routine, Mark was able to clear his brain fog and perform better both at work and in his personal life. So, if you're calling your kids by your dog's name, maybe it's time to tweak that bedtime routine. Who knows? Your memory and your dog might thank you. Another key cause of brain fog is inadequate oxygenation. Your brain needs a steady supply of oxygen to function at its best. But many people breathe through their mouths, which can reduce oxygen intake and even lead to disturbed sleep. Nasal breathing, on the other hand, helps regulate airflow and increases oxygen absorption, leading to better brain function. This is especially important during sleep. Studies show that nasal breathing during sleep improves oxygen delivery to the brain, reduces snoring, and can even help with sleep apnea. Breathing through the nose ensures that the brain is getting the necessary oxygen it needs for optimal cognitive performance. Consider Elaine, a 58-year-old woman who had been dealing with persistent brain fog for months. Despite getting 8 hours of sleep, she often woke up feeling more tired than when she went to bed. Her doctor recommended she try nasal breathing to improve her oxygen intake, as mouth breathing during sleep was likely limiting the oxygen her brain received. Elaine decided to try it out by using a nasal strip to help keep her nasal passages open while sleeping. Within a week, she felt the difference. Her sleep quality improved, and she woke up feeling more refreshed and mentally alert. The constant fog that clouded her mind during the day was lifted, and her memory improved. Elaine's story shows that improving oxygenation through nasal breathing can make a huge difference in clearing brain fog and boosting mental clarity. Stress is another major cause of brain fog. When you're stressed, your body is flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone. Chronic stress leads to sustained high cortisol levels, which impair cognitive function and memory, and increase feelings of anxiety and fatigue. Taking time each day to relax and manage your stress is crucial for mental clarity. Meditation, yoga, and deep breathing exercises can help you reduce stress and restore your brain's ability to think clearly. Research has shown that regular meditation helps reduce cortisol levels, promotes relaxation, and improves cognitive function. Let's look at Jake, a 50-year-old executive who was constantly stressed due to his demanding job. Jake found it harder and harder to concentrate at work, and his brain fog was affecting his performance. After reading about the benefits of meditation for stress management, Jake decided to give it a try. Every morning before heading to the office, he spent just 10 minutes meditating, focusing on his breath and letting go of any tension. At first, Jake didn't think much would change, but after a week of daily practice, he began noticing a shift. His stress levels dropped, and he felt more focused and clear-headed throughout the day. Meditation helped Jake take control of his stress and reduce the fog clouding his mind, allowing him to perform better at work and feel more present in his personal life. And here's the kicker. Jake's not just sharper at work now. He can also finally focus long enough to actually finish a full Netflix episode without falling asleep halfway through. Who knew a little mindfulness could do that? We've just covered how stress plays a huge role in brain fog. But I want to hear from you. Have you experienced brain fog yourself? What do you think has been the biggest culprit in your case? Drop a comment below and share your experience. I'd love to know how you've been dealing with it. And now, let's move on to something that might surprise you: overstimulation. We're all constantly bombarded with information. But did you know this could be making your brain fog worse? Stick around, because we're about to dive into a simple trick that could clear up that mental haze fast. In today's fast-paced world, we are constantly bombarded with overstimulation, from social media, to caffeine, to our ever-present screens. Overstimulation can exhaust the brain and contribute to brain fog. Too much caffeine can also lead to energy crashes that exacerbate mental fatigue. To combat overstimulation, try limiting your caffeine intake, especially in the afternoon, and take breaks from screens throughout the day. Additionally, practicing non-sleep deep rest (NSDR) is an effective technique. NSDR involves lying down and deeply relaxing for 20 minutes, allowing your nervous system to reset. This short break can help clear brain fog and restore focus. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman has cited studies that show NSDR can be a powerful tool for brain recovery. For example, a study in Journal of Neuroscience 2023 focused on a type of NSDR known as Yoga Nidra. The research found that practicing NSDR for just 20–30 minutes after learning can boost neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form and strengthen neural connections. This is critical for improving memory retention and cognitive performance. NSDR also increases the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor (BDNF), a protein that supports neuron growth and learning. The best part: NSDR is incredibly easy to practice. It can be done in as little as 10 minutes, and you can do it anywhere, whether you're at home, in your office, or even on a lunch break. Simply lie down, close your eyes, and focus on deep, slow breathing, allowing your body and mind to completely relax. It's a simple, quick, and highly effective way to reset your brain and combat the effects of overstimulation. Take Linda, a 48-year-old marketing professional. Linda spent most of her workday glued to her computer screen, with a cup of coffee in hand. By the afternoon, she felt mentally drained, and no amount of caffeine could lift her energy or focus. She decided to try NSDR during her lunch break. 20 minutes of lying down with her eyes closed and focusing on deep, slow breathing. To her surprise, this simple practice helped her recharge and improve her mental clarity. After incorporating NSDR into her routine, Linda noticed a significant improvement in her energy and focus levels. She wasn't reaching for coffee anymore, and her brain fog was gone. Linda also started limiting her screen time, especially on weekends, and replaced her usual screen time with walks in nature. By making this small change, she noticed an improvement in her overall well-being and mental sharpness. You know, nature walks might just be the best social media detox you didn't know you needed. No scrolling, no notifications, just fresh air and peace. Your circadian rhythm, or internal body clock, plays a vital role in regulating your energy, sleep, and cognitive function. It's deeply influenced by the light around you, especially sunlight. When your body gets exposure to natural light in the morning, it helps set the rhythm for the day, waking up your brain and preparing it for action. On the flip side, artificial light, especially blue light from screens, can confuse your brain into thinking it's still daytime, messing with your ability to fall asleep later. This disruption not only affects your sleep, but can also lead to mental fatigue and cloudy thinking during the day. Getting morning sunlight is one of the most powerful ways to reset your circadian rhythm and boost your energy throughout the day. In fact, research shows that even just 20 minutes of sunlight exposure in the morning can help improve mood, focus, and overall cognitive performance. In the evening, it's important to avoid artificial blue light, such as from phones, tablets, and computers, as it signals to your brain that it's still day and delays melatonin production, which is crucial for sleep. We live in a world where screens are everywhere, and it's easy to get caught up in the glow. But here's the twist. It doesn't have to be a massive lifestyle change. A little sunlight in the morning and a digital detox at night can do wonders for resetting your circadian rhythm, so you're not stumbling through the day like a zombie on coffee. Peter, a 55-year-old writer, was struggling with slow thinking. His words not flowing as easily as before, and creativity being blocked. As someone who worked from home, he had the freedom to sleep whenever he wanted, but his irregular sleep schedule was taking a toll. He would often stay up late working on projects, only to wake up late the next day feeling groggy and uninspired. Simple tasks like writing and brainstorming took longer than usual, and his creativity felt stifled. After reading about the importance of light management for his circadian rhythm, Peter made a change. He started waking up at the same time every morning, even on weekends, and went for a 20-minute walk to get natural sunlight. He also began turning off all screens an hour before bed. Within a week, Peter noticed a difference. His focus improved, creativity flowed again, and his mornings became more energized. By syncing his internal clock, Peter cleared his mental fog and regained his productivity. And if you think you can cheat the system and get away with staying up late, remember, your body's not fooled by that last Netflix episode. Your circadian rhythm has been around longer than your favorite streaming service. Dehydration is a common yet overlooked cause of brain fog. When you're dehydrated, your brain doesn't function as well, and you may feel more fatigued and mentally sluggish. Hydration is essential for brain health. But it's not just about drinking water. Electrolyte imbalances, particularly low sodium or magnesium levels, can contribute to brain fog. Drinking water with a pinch of salt can help restore electrolyte balance, providing the brain with the support it needs to think clearly. Take Karen, a 47-year-old nurse who was always on the go. Karen didn't drink much water during her 12-hour shifts, and often felt fatigued and mentally foggy. One day, after reading about the importance of hydration and electrolytes for brain function, she decided to make a change. She started drinking more water throughout the day and added a pinch of salt to her water, following the advice of her nutritionist. Karen was amazed at how much better she felt. Her energy improved, and her brain fog lifted. By staying hydrated and maintaining proper electrolyte balance, Karen was able to restore her focus and feel more mentally sharp at work. "You are what you eat" sounds like a catchy slogan, right? But when it comes to your brain, it's more like, your brain is what you feed it. If you're not fueling your mind with the right nutrients, you might find yourself battling brain fog more often than you'd like. Omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, magnesium, and antioxidants are some of the heavy hitters your brain needs to stay sharp. They play crucial roles in supporting memory, cognition, and mood. Without them, it's like trying to run a car without gas. Good luck getting anywhere. The problem is that many of us don't get enough of these brain-boosting nutrients. Whether it's because of a fast-paced lifestyle or just choosing quick, less nutritious meals, your brain might be running on empty. But don't worry, this is an easy fix. Incorporating foods rich in these nutrients can have an immediate impact on your cognitive function. Think leafy greens, fatty fish like salmon, walnuts, and berries. These foods are like little superheroes for your brain, swooping in to protect you from the clutches of brain fog. And here's a little twist. Don't forget about tiny brain-boosting superfoods like chia seeds. These small seeds are packed with omega-3 fiber and antioxidants that help protect your brain cells from oxidative stress, which can damage cognitive function. Chia seeds are a perfect addition to your diet. You can make a delicious chia seed pudding, which not only tastes great, but also provides a rich source of nutrients for your brain. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, 2022 found that omega-3s in chia seeds have neuroprotective effects, improving cognitive function and potentially lowering the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Brain food doesn't have to be boring, and adding chia seeds to your routine is an easy way to fuel your mind. Just a handful of chia seeds, a piece of salmon, or even a smoothie packed with berries can make a big difference. It's like giving your brain a VIP pass to focus and clarity. So, next time you're grabbing a snack, think about whether it's nourishing your brain or leaving it hangry for some nutrients. Consider Andy, a 50-year-old accountant who noticed his brain fog worsening over time. He couldn't concentrate on tasks, and his memory seemed to fade every day. After consulting with his doctor and doing a blood test, Andy learned that he had a deficiency in omega-3s and magnesium. He began taking supplements, and also adjusted his diet to include more brain-supporting foods, such as salmon, spinach, walnuts, and chia seeds. He made chia seed pudding overnight and ate it every breakfast, topping it with walnuts for extra brain power. Within a few weeks, Andy noticed a significant improvement in his focus, memory, and energy levels. His brain fog lifted, and he was able to get back to his usual routine with renewed mental clarity. Andy's experience shows that proper nutrition plays a huge role in maintaining a sharp mind. And who knew a handful of walnuts and chia seeds could be the superheroes your brain needed? Move over. Kale. These tiny seeds are saving the day. High blood sugar is another culprit that can contribute to brain fog. Consuming too much sugar can lead to energy crashes and mental fatigue. A ketogenic diet, which is low in carbohydrates and high in healthy fats, has been shown to improve brain function and mental clarity. By switching your diet to one that stabilizes blood sugar, such as the ketogenic diet, you can reduce brain fog and enhance cognitive performance. Just be sure to consult with a doctor before making any significant dietary changes. Let's talk about Debbie, a 55-year-old woman who had been struggling with brain fog, especially after meals. She realized that after eating high-carb foods like pasta and bread, she felt sluggish and couldn't focus. After hearing about the benefits of the ketogenic diet for mental clarity, Debbie decided to give it a try. She replaced carbs with healthy fats, like avocado and olive oil, and focused on protein-rich foods. Within just a couple of weeks, she felt a noticeable difference in her energy and focus. Her brain fog had lifted, and she no longer experienced the midday crashes she used to. Debbie's success with the ketogenic diet is a powerful example of how dietary adjustments can help clear brain fog. And let's be honest, swapping out pasta for avocado isn't the worst deal. You get to skip that afternoon food coma and still feel sharp. Plus, your brain will thank you, and so will your waistline. A sedentary lifestyle is one of the most common contributors to brain fog. Sitting for long periods can lead to poor circulation, lower energy, and mental fatigue. Regular exercise increases blood flow to the brain, improves cognitive function, and boosts overall mental clarity. Whether it's going for a walk, doing yoga, or lifting weights, staying active is essential for brain health. But it's not just about exercising. It's also about taking breaks if you have a desk job, or taking breaks if you lose track of time watching your favorite movie for hours. Setting a timer to stand up and stretch every hour can prevent mental fatigue and help keep you sharp. Sedentary lifestyles, marked by long hours of sitting and minimal physical activity, have been linked to a decline in cognitive function. A study in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, 2023, explored the effects of sedentary behavior in older adults. The research found that individuals who spent more than 10 hours a day sitting without sufficient physical activity showed a decline in cognitive test scores, particularly in memory and processing speed, compared to those who were more active. This effect is thought to be related to reduced blood flow to the brain and a decline in neuroplasticity due to the lack of physical stimulation. Additionally, a study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine 2024 highlighted that prolonged sedentary behavior can increase the risk of mild cognitive impairment, MCI, a stage before dementia. Using longitudinal data from over 5,000 participants, the study found that each additional hour of sitting per day was correlated with a small but significant decline in executive brain function. Take Frank, a 49-year-old office worker who was spending 8+ hours a day sitting at his desk. Frank found that his energy levels were dropping by mid-afternoon, and his brain fog was worsening. After speaking with a fitness coach, Frank decided to implement a regular exercise routine and set a timer to stand up and stretch every hour. He also started walking during lunch breaks and doing light exercises in the evenings. Within a few weeks, Frank felt more energetic and mentally alert. His brain fog lifted, and he was able to focus better at work. Frank's story highlights how small changes, like getting regular exercise and taking movement breaks, can help clear brain fog and boost cognitive performance. So, if you're working at your desk all day, remember, sitting is the new smoking, but stretching is the new you with mental clarity. We've covered 9 causes of brain fog and how to fix them. The great news is brain fog is not permanent or inevitable. It's often your body's way of nudging you to make a change. Even small tweaks can make a big difference, and you don't have to tackle all 9 at once. Pick 1 or 2 tips that resonated with you. Maybe getting a bit more sleep, drinking extra water, or taking a daily walk, and see how you feel. As you start adopting these habits, you'll likely find your focus sharper, your memory better, and your energy higher. Remember, it's never too late to take back your mental clarity. Your brain is resilient and ready to bounce back when you give it what it needs. By improving our brain health and adopting these strategies, we are taking vital steps toward achieving longevity escape velocity (LEV) by 2030. At Reclaiming Youth Community, we believe that a sharp and healthy mind is key to living longer, thriving, and staying youthful for years to come. Youthfuls, if you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to our channel for more tips on living your best life. And let us know in the comments, have you dealt with brain fog? And which changes are you going to try? We'd love to hear your story. Thanks so much for watching. Here's to a clearer, brighter mind ahead. And don't forget to share this with your partner, who always forgets your birthday or anniversary.